Hello everyone, welcome back to this week video changelog. This has been a very strange week, but before we go there, let's talk about what you are most interested in. This week new feature. And this week we are announcing nothing. We are announcing nothing because, as a lot of you knows, in the last couple of days the application has been very slow, and we had a couple of very nice features that I was going to announce today, but our team had to work around the clock to first make sure that all of you could enjoy the application at 100% of its capabilities. It turns out we reached an important milestone. We are now so well known and, let's say, famous, that we have been attacked. Someone decided to launch a distributed denial of service attack against our servers. Basically, they used thousands of infected computers all around the world to send fake traffic to the application and overload our servers. So luckily, this just caused some slowdowns, and our team immediately identified the problem, and we were able to mitigate it, and now the application is back to normal, even though we are still under attack. So what can I say? Thank you all for your support. You have been amazing. We were expecting hate messages like, hey, why the application is down? While all of you understood the problem that we were having, you understood that we were working around the clock to fix it. And so really thank you for your support. We are really sorry, and we will now study and try to understand what we can do to avoid this in the future, even if this kind of attack is really tough to prevent. But rest assured that we will do our best. So for this week, no new announcement. Next week will be very rich, so don't miss it. And we are still going to check the best and the worst ad of the week. Thank you so much. The first ad we are going to check this week, the one that I really liked, is from Virgin America. Say goodbye to winter and head for a hotspot with fares from $59. One way, restriction apply. Book by March 31st to fly April 19, June 11. So I like this ad for a couple of reasons. First of all, they highlight the benefit. They are time sensitive, say goodbye to the winter. So this is really an ad that they created in this exact moment that address the specific condition of this time. The weather is getting better and it's time for heading away to a hotspot. So it's emotional. Also, the picture that they are using is extremely nice picture that really makes me dream of flying away and relaxing for a couple of days. So they are making a great use of emotions inside their ad, but they are also highlighting the benefit, lowest fares, and they are totally transparent. Restriction applies. They create scarcity. Book by March 31st. This is great because if you just say first from $59 and then the users come to your website and they discover that there are a lot of restrictions, they will be extremely mad at you. While if you have restriction, if you are giving away a free product but the users have to pay shipping costs, for example, just be open and transparent about it. Highlight it in the ad. Hey, free product, just pay the shipping. Hey, $59 fares, but there are some restrictions. This way, you are not looking like you are promising something but under-delivering. You are just promising something and delivering exactly what you talked about in the ad. So, thumbs up. Great job, Virgin America. The next ad, which I didn't really like, is from Crossover. They are hiring. So I really appreciate using Facebook advertising for hiring. I think it's an underused application of Facebook advertising. We did it a lot to hire developers in AdEspresso, and it worked extremely well. Yet very few companies are doing this. So that's a pro of this ad from Crossover. But on the other side, the text of the ad is very cold. Remote software engineering managers needed. Hourly, years, $100,000. Okay, that's good. That may be interesting, but it's pretty boring. They are not highlighting me the benefits. Next, a couple of big problems here. As you can see, we're using a carousel ad, but we're using pictures that are not meant for a carousel ad. If you see here, the text is cut. You cannot read the whole text. This is a format that was meant for another ad unit. So they really look amateur with this kind of ad. Also, they are strongly using stock photo, and they are repeating the same message on every picture of a carousel. Carousel are great, but they are for highlighting different value proposition, for telling a story, for attracting the user attention, not for repeating the same thing over and over again. That's just boring. So, sorry, but thumbs down crossover this week. That's all. Thank you very much. See you next week.